Alright. See here. Alright. Good evening, everyone. Fast Track Mason here with the Fast Track Storm Center coming to you for severe weather coverage that we are doing for tonight's severe weather. We also, right away, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for Randolph County, Indiana. That goes until 10:15 p.m. It is for this cluster of storms that you can see here moving in from the west. And I'll actually switch over to the Indianapolis radar so we can get a better look. You see, we also have some tornado warnings in effect. And yes, there is the potential that we could see some tornado warnings with this line, or at least here in the Miami Valley. Okay. So you can see here, severe thunderstorm warning rather for that is for northwestern Randolph County. That's until 10:15. You can see tornado possible attack. That's because the storm does have some indications of rotation. You can also see damaging wind. The thunderstorm damage threat rather is at considerable because we have the potential for winds to be upwards of 70 miles per hour along with penny-sized hail. Okay, and when you see this purple polygon, that is a tornado warning, but that's a new feature for those of you that don't know. That's a new feature with Fast Track. That is in case that is for when a tornado has been observed, which there was one. There has been one really observed right here. I'll actually zoom in on this area, and we'll take a look at the velocity. Remember, we're looking from the Indianapolis radar, the National Weather Service radar in Indianapolis. Okay, so it's hard to spot where the rotation is really exactly. This is not really like very pronounced really, but if we go over to our debris tracker, we did have a debris signature earlier, but that has since been shrunken down, so that means the tornado is lifted. Go back over the radar. You can see the storm trucking right along. This will continue to head to the northeast. All right. So it'll affect Randolph County, the southern half of this line, which also has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. That's for Henry County. Um, that goes until 10 o'clock. This part of the line right here is going to be moving to the east. So while this part of the storm is going to be moving to the northeast, including Randolph County, this part of the line is going to be moving to the east and getting into Wayne County. Okay, western Wayne County could also clip portions of southwestern Randolph County, also parts of Fayette and Union County. So heads up to you guys right now. And you see that right there. This storm is certainly packing a punch with the thunderstorm damage threat of destructive, because we have winds with this part of the storm that could gust upwards of 80 miles per hour. That's destructive, okay, along with penny-sized hail as well. And so keep in mind, that we have a tornado watch that has been issued. This was issued by the National Weather Service like an hour ago, and this goes until 4 a.m. for the entire Fast Track viewing area. So we do have that threat for tornadoes tonight, as well as seeing some damaging winds and some hail and some flooding. We also have a flood watch that's in effect until 8 a.m. Sunday morning. So even after this round of severe weather moves through, we're going to be dealing with more and more rain after tonight. But yeah, tornado watch. There we go. We just got another extension of a severe thunderstorm warning for the entire line for all of Henry County and for all of Randolph County. That goes until 10:30 p.m. this evening. And you can see destructive right there. Because winds of 80 miles per hour is expected. Okay, so if you live in Randolph County, over to we're talking Parker City, Modoc, Lynn, Winchester. You need to be hunkering down, because this storm not only has the potential of rotation, but it also has the potential of producing 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Okay, even for those of you in Saratoga and up towards Ridgeville and the Indiana half of Union City, Indiana, you need to be you need to be hunkering down because this storm can definitely produce some gusty winds, really. I'm going to go ahead and go back over to the velocity scans, if we can. And I'll also take a couple queries on this storm. And you can see that right there. This is indicating that this storm may be packing winds of 83 miles an hour or so across portions of eastern and central Madison County, Indiana, around the Anderson area, and that's why you need to be treating these storms, tornado or damaging winds, either way. You need to be treating them as if you need to be hunkering down either way. Okay, so let's go. I'll go ahead and go over to the hail sizer to see what if we are getting any indications of hail. And yes, we are around Greenfield and to the south of Anderson as well, getting some indications of hail there. Not too large, just 0.5 inches in diameter. Let's see here. Hail tracker path. This is really just the hail tracker itself, and you see this shows the path of the hail track. Okay, so this track is all the way back to Indianapolis, really, and even to the north of Shelbyville as well. But you can see this really large track stretching from Bloomington over towards Vincennes. That is indicative that we've had hail produced with these storms, and I'll actually pull this out as well because I want to show you guys this. So obviously you can see tornado watch. You see this line moving into the Miami Valley, and but you can also notice down here that this line stretches over towards Evansville and all the way down here. This blue shading, that's a PDS tornado watch that's out for parts of Tennessee and southern, and not just southern, but western Kentucky, just west of the Bowling Green area. So this is an even dangerous part of the line. In fact, you can see we have multiple tornado warnings with this line, with this part of the line, really. And there's even a few up here with that part of the line as well. But down to the south, there have already been reports of tornadoes on the ground. In fact, I'll pull down here and show you this. So I don't remember where it was. I know the city, though. Lake City is where it was. Lake City, Arkansas got struck by apparently a large destructive tornado tonight. Traveled from Lake City all the way towards Leechville, Arkansas. Alright? Leechville was the same location, if you don't remember, was the same location that was struck by that same tornado that hit Mayfield, Kentucky in 2021, okay? So that just gives you a sense that these storms can spin up, not just small, quick spin-up tornadoes, but very large tornadoes. In fact, we have a severe thunderstorm warning, as I anticipated, for Wayne, Fayette, and far northern Union counties.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wayne County, northwestern Union County, Indiana, northern Fayette County, Indiana, until 11 p.m. At 9:55 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Newcastle, moving northeast at 70 miles an hour. This is a destructive storm for Wayne, northern Fayette, and northern Union counties. Hazard, 80 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged. Expect considerable damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. Locations impacted include Richmond Municipal Airport, Mount Auburn, Franklin, Dublin, Spring Grove, Abington, Cambridge City, East Germantown, Interstate 70 at exit 145, Bentonville, Economy, Greensport, Williamsburg, Bethel, Hagerstown, Fountain City, Boston, Middleborough, Whitewater, and Jacksonburg. This includes I-70 in Indiana between mile markers 134 and 156.
Alright, I'm back with you now. That was the information for the new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for Wayne, northern Fayette, and far northwestern Union counties until 11 o'clock. As the National Weather Service mentioned, destructive damage threat as well, 80-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail Let me see here what's coming in from the National Weather Service as well. Okay, that's just it catching up. Okay. Anyway, so if you live, one second. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So if you live in Wayne County, northern Fayette, Union County, you may be okay. This storm could clip the far northwestern part, though. But mostly northern Fayette and Wayne County, you need to be hunkering down. As the National Weather Service said, that um, this is a destructive storm for Wayne, northern Fayette, and northern Union counties. Um, Also, um, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged. Expect considerable damage to roofs, siding, roofs, windows, and vehicles as well. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. All right, hunker down. Okay, you can see the tornado possible tag. That is true because we do have indications of rotation with the storm as well. We're still looking from the Indianapolis radar because that's the closest radar to the storm right now, as it's still outside of the Wilmington viewing area. Okay. Um, so here's the rotation that the National Weather Service is apparently seeing around Knightstown. Okay. Again, we have winds that are going away from the radar. Again, so we're looking from the Indianapolis radar, which is off to the left. So the reds are moving that way, moving away, and then you have the greens, which indicate winds moving towards the Indianapolis radar. And when you get those together, sometimes you get a bit of a spin up, okay, of a tornado, or at least some rotation going within the storm, okay. Going back over the radar. Now actually, I'll put the wind shear tracker on here. This is something that I look at to see if there's any changing of the wind, specifically from ground all the way up into upper levels of the atmosphere. And when we get some shear within a thunderstorm that could be potentially rotating, is where you're going to start to see colors pop up. Okay. And I don't think we have enough shear for the wind shear tracker to pick up on it. But that is something I'm going to be most closely monitoring, though. So I'll keep an eye on that, though. Yeah, it looks like we don't have enough shear for it to pick up on. But going back over to the radar, I'm going to try and switch to the Wilmington radar. Just because Fast Track's been running pretty much all day, really, and it's not had time to rest. So I'm trying to get the Wilmington radar to come up, okay? As this storm is now moving towards Wayne County, it's still in Henry County, Indiana, which is where Newcastle is. All right, but once it starts coming into Wayne County, that's when we're going to see it definitely affecting the viewing area. Okay. Keep in mind severe thunderstorm warning for both northwestern Randolph until 10:15, and also for all of Randolph County pretty much now until 10:30, and that's for the National Weather Service in Indianapolis. Okay. So let me see here. What we're getting on the velocity from the Wilmington radar. So some strong winds. I can see why they're saying that some destructive damage will be possible. And I want to show you this right here, because this just changed. This tornado warning for Delaware County and northeastern Madison County, Indiana, just changed to purple. That means there is a tornado on the ground, but this is not heading for. Hold on. What? It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, this tornado is on the ground in Delaware County. It'll be moving to the northeast. It's not going to affect Darke County. It could clip far northwestern Mercer County. Um, so I want you to keep that in mind, okay? I am going to have to switch from here because and over to my phone because I have to go to the basement because I am going to hunker down as well as this thunderstorm is coming our way. I will try to go live in the basement, okay? But I will certainly bring Fast Track with me. Um, and I'll keep you guys updated, okay? So I'll switch over and we'll go from there, okay? Give me 1 second here. I have to do a second live, okay?